Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called First Dwarf. This is the early access version of the game. The game costs $25 and today I'm going to be playing the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry and you don't want to watch the full 1 hour or more of the video today, then you can simply... I will put a timestamp in the description below, and you can just skip that timestamp to hear my quick, concise, final opinion on the game. But otherwise, if you're not in a hurry, you can just stay tuned and I will be playing through the game, and I will be giving you my running commentary as we play through the game, and I will be telling you what I think is good and bad about the game as we play through the game today. So first off, this game is in early access, but I have said this many times before. If a game asks $20 or $30 or $50, doesn't matter, at that stage, at this very stage, doesn't matter if the game is in early access or not, the game must be worth that money. So the fact that these developers are asking $25 doesn't matter that the game is in early access. The game must be worth $25. So if the game has a massive amount of bugs or glitches, or is just so content deprived that it obviously doesn't equal $25 in my opinion, then I will not recommend the game. It is really as simple as that. The game, if they're asking $25 for the game right now, then it has to be worth $25. The developers have sent a roadmap. It's also posted on Steam, but they did also send me a roadmap. And it's a nice long roadmap with a whole bunch of stuff, and everything is nice and all of that kind of stuff. Fixing bugs and adding more content, adding new mechs, all of that kind of stuff. But honestly, that doesn't matter. If the game isn't worth $25 right now, then I won't be recommending the game today. One thing that I would like to point out, other than the fact that when you Alt-Tab, the game's audio drops away, which is an issue already. Another thing that I would like to point out is the fact that these developers, Star Drifters, currently on Steam, because I always look on Steam to see how the developers' other games are going on, you know? Are they like... And when I look at this game that they currently have in early access, it's actually a game that I have reviewed previously. You can see here that it is in my Steam library, Scorchlands, and I did review this game previously, like about a year ago I reviewed this game. And it wasn't a very positive review. I had many issues with the game, but it's totally a game that can be improved. And I did say that in my review. I did say that the game can be made into a pretty good game if certain things are changed. And obviously I highlighted that in my review at the end and all of that. But when you look at this game now, you can immediately see here that the game hasn't been updated in over 5 months. And I take issue with that. I take offense of that. When a developer, doesn't matter if it happens once or twice or 3 times, if a developer takes people's money in early access, I know that there are like terms and conditions and the end user license agreement and all of that bullshit that on Steam states that if you purchase a game in early access, there is no guarantee that the game will be blah 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 bullshit. But there are still moral issues that I have with a developer taking money for a game and then just abandoning the game. Now, I'm not saying that this game is abandoned after 5 months. It's completely possible that they're still working on the game, but 5 months is a very long time. It is such a long time that it is highly unusual. When a game goes for 5 months without receiving a single update, that is highly unusual, and you can pretty certainly say that the developers have stopped updating the game. So I take issue with that. Even though the developer of this game is Ringlab, the publisher is Stardrifters, that still reflects poorly on Stardrifters. And since this game is, where is it? It's not even showing up here because it's technically not released yet. Where is it actually? Yeah, the game is not released yet even though this video will go live once the game is actually released, since it's under embargo. This game, First Dwarfs, is published and developed by Stardrifters, but as I say, it reflects badly because this game is represented by Stardrifters and it seems like it has been abandoned. And now, and it's still in early access, you can see here it's still in early access, and now they're releasing another game in early access, and they haven't even finished development on their previous game that has now gone for 5 months without an update. So that kind of thing, unfortunately, I take into consideration when considering whether or not to recommend a game. Like, if a developer has a history of doing this kind of thing, then I will just straight out say no, don't buy the game in early access. Just wait until the game is fully released, because this developer has a track record of abandoning games, you know. So I'm not saying that is the case with this developer necessarily, but it is something you must take under consideration. If you feel the same way as I do, that developers who release games into early access, like sometimes multiple games at a time, and then go months and months without updating some of their games in early access, that, in my opinion, means that the developer shouldn't be trusted with money in early access. Like, I'm not saying that you shouldn't purchase games from the developer full stop, you know, but you should at the very least wait until the developer releases a full game and then make your decisions based off of the full game, you know, because unfortunately, if a developer releases early access games and then just doesn't update them anymore, in my opinion, that is immoral. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys that little bit of background. I always tell you guys, if a developer has done, in my opinion, immoral things or shitty things, like for instance Square Enix or Activision or Nintendo or Ubisoft, any of those developers who I see as very shitty developers who should not be supported, I always tell you guys about that. Now, when we go into the settings, the video settings, currently the video settings are very poor. The game has 3 options, which is exclusive full screen, borderless full screen, and windowed mode. They call it desktop resolution when it is actually borderless full screen. So the game assumes your desktop resolution, which in my case is 4K resolution, which is really brutal. Right now in the menu, the game is sucking 250 watts of power, which is a lot. That's really, for a window like for being in the main menu of the game, sucking 250 watts of power is really bad. Instead of just making this background a video file, which would have been much easier, the game is actually actively rendering the scene, and it's drawing 250 watts of power doing so. So that is not good. The developers really should rather make the window, the main menu background should be a .mp4 file or a .avi file or anything like that, because it's really bad having the computer run at 250 watts of power usage. And right now on my 3080 RTX, I'm getting 90% GPU usage. And I'm in the fucking main menu, even though I'm running OBS in the background as well, which takes about 20%. But still, the fact that the game runs at 70% GPU usage in the main menu is not good at all. Otherwise than that, resolution quality, I've got no fucking idea what resolution quality actually does. It doesn't give you a percentage. It should be giving you a percentage over here. So I've got no idea what resolution quality we are actually currently running at. I just reduced it so that we're not running at 4K resolution, but I do not know the resolution that we are currently running at. So that's bad. They don't allow you to select the resolution, and then with the resolution quality scaling, they don't allow you to see what scaling you are currently selecting. So it could be right now at 95%, or it could be at 20%. We just have no fucking idea because we aren't given that information. So yeah, those are the two biggest issues that I see with the game currently. But with that being said, I guess we can jump into the game. You see now, this is a .mp4 file. Like you can see, this is not being actively rendered. This is the way that the menu should be. So the guy clearly had some very shitty ropes on his flying ship. They just broke like fucking twine. You should really go back to that rope merchant and file a complaint. Ask to speak to the rope merchant's manager or something like that, because that rope merchant sold some very shitty rope. Press any key to start. Okay, apparently left click doesn't work as any key. They literally mean a key, not a button.
Thank heavens you're still breathing.
What was that storm?
It wasn't natural for sure. But next time, maybe work on your landing technique.
Okay, so right now the game is pulling once again 260 watts of power usage and 80% GPU usage. It's really quite brutal. I don't think the game is running at a low enough resolution, so let's lower the resolution a little bit more. As I said previously, we don't know what resolution the game is actually running at. But that doesn't seem to have done literally anything. My GPU is still running at 80% GPU usage and 260 watts of power draw. See, that is the issue. Like, you don't know what this resolution quality actually does. You don't know if it's 1% or if it's 99% that it's currently running at. Now I've got it the lowest that it can possibly go. Still, the game looks pretty much the same, and we're still running at 80% GPU usage and 260 watts of power draw. So it pretty much looks like the resolution scaling option is broken. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. Because still, the game right now is drawing more power than what Cyberpunk 2077 does on 2K resolution. So this game is definitely not even running at 2K resolution, it's running much higher. There's also a little bit of stuttering, but we will see if that will disappear. All to repair F.
Just look at this mech. That's what I call good dwarf workmanship. A few dents. That's all. I'll fix him right away.
There's on the left side there's a quote-unquote tutorial for tab, map, run, shift and jump.
Let's see what's left of the airship.
But not anything for movement and not anything for looking around or anything like that, as you would normally expect.
I didn't fall far.
Okay. We just put the entire front of the ship into our pocket. That's fantastic. Anything else? Doesn't look like it. Pick up parts from the destroyed airship.
Salvage what I could. We can look around. Some pieces might have landed elsewhere, but I think it's a good spot. The smell of the forest. Time to build a base.
I'm just looking at my mini-map at the bottom right to see where we must go. Ravens can be sent to the northern clans to carry the good news that the colony is ready for habitation. Okay, so I'm assuming I can't do that right now. That raven is fucking huge, by the way. Just 1 second, I just want to do something here quickly in the background. Of course, like I said, unfortunately the game, the audio falls away when you alt-tab. Normally in a game you would see a mute audio when focus lost toggle, but this game unfortunately doesn't have anything like that. It still says hold F to repair. Oh, okay, we are repairing it. You just have to continue to hold F, I guess.
The mech is ready. Time to get in.
Okay. Why does it feel like the game is stuttering a little bit? I do have VSync enabled, which means the game should be running at 60 FPS. Even though it doesn't feel like it. It feels like we're running at lower. The game has Intel XeSS. Let's see if we put it on balanced. Does that make an actual impact? Yes, that did actually make an impact. The game is now pulling 220 watts of power instead of 260 watts of power. So that did make an impact, and yeah, I don't know if it actually... I would have to do a side-by-side comparison to see if it actually dramatically degraded the quality of the game. It probably did, because you cannot gain performance without losing graphical fidelity. That's not how it works. So we definitely did lose some quality, but I think running the game like this without stuttering is much better than running the game at the native resolution with stuttering. So okay, get into mech, I guess. Rising settlement. Buildings need mana to function. Remember to build your settlements near mana springs to power your structures. Okay, where's mana springs? The world looks very nice. Like, I'm a fan of the way the world looks. Like, it's not just a flat piece of land like you find in so many open world games. There's actually verticality in this game. I'm assuming, hopefully, we can maybe go like over there, like high up to that lava place and all of the other places. That will be really cool. Almost like Zelda. These developers actually have stated that Zelda is a inspiration for their game. One of the inspirations for their game. Hopefully they didn't take the shitty parts of Zelda from the game, like the stamina system, for instance. Hopefully they didn't do that, but we will see. Zelda has plenty of shitty things in the game that hopefully the developers didn't put into their game. There's plenty of good things, but there's also plenty of shitty things in Zelda. Okay, so this is, I'm assuming, a mana spring. Mana production daily 100. There's another one over there. Yeah, also 100. And then what's this? Stone production 300. So do we rather want to build here, or do we want to build over there? There's also something purple up there. If you look at my mini-map, I'm not sure, there's something purple up there. Okay, enter build mode. Control. Build the main base. Okay, so currently we have a mana pipeline selected. And then main base. Okay. So I'm trying to see the daily consumption. Does it change? No, it doesn't change. I'm not sure like how close you should build it to the mana source. Like, it doesn't seem to show how close you should build it to the mana source. So I don't know. Let's build it here maybe. Oh no, wait, let's build it here. Yeah, that's fine.
We're ready to start a new colony. Wood and stone, or how they say it.
And then you can build a mana pipeline. Pipelines connected together create a pipeline that deliver mana from the mana wells to structures. Okay. So do I have to do that? Because it shows 10, but it's not, it's a red 10, it's not a blue 10. Okay, so do you just like click? Yeah, so it's not allowing you to build over there. Okay, so that one is connected now. But it's still not getting mana for some reason. Am I doing something wrong? Yeah, it's not allowing me to place it over here. Yeah, so I don't know. Let's just follow the tutorial, I guess. So we need wood. I'm assuming you just go over to a tree and press left click. It's nice that resources are automatically picked up. That's definitely something that I improved upon from Zelda, because one thing that I fucking hate in Zelda is the fact that you have to pick up resources. It's just completely unnecessary. When you mine something or harvest something or chop down a tree, there's no bloody reason why you should be running around afterwards picking up the bloody resources.
Now it's time for stone. Finally, wood dries and rots. And stone. Stone lasts for ages. You can build a shelter out of wood, but you cannot build a house without stone.
Okay, I just did a power attack for some reason. You can hit multiple resources at once, which is nice. Find a quarry.
This looks like a good place to dig.
Wait a moment. Look at these scratches. Somebody has been here before us.
A rock must have broken off. That's it. These are wild lands. We are the first to explore here.
What's that sound?
What is it?
I think something that doesn't want to be our friend.
Expecting wild animals, but this...
I think it used to be a wild animal.
What on earth happened to it?
I'm not sure. But I think it was some... No, such things never appear one at a time. It's like an illness, spreading through the body. It's only the beginning. You done enough digging?
Yep, that's it. Now we can build a well on the mana spring. The colony building needs mana, just like my armor.
Burn bushes on the mana source. Huh? All to extract mana. Okay, but that's the mana for my own mech. Switching characters. You can switch characters when in range. In character wheel tab. Pick a character from the character wheel and switch by pressing enter. In range, out of range, character under attack. Okay. Interesting. So I can't use this one. They want me to use this other one. Okay, burn the bushes. How? How do I burn the bushes? Yeah, okay. Switching characters. I understand. Thank you very much. How do I burn them? That's blocking. Like, how do you burn them? Like, am I stupid? Oh, do I need to swap to the dragon? Well, it would have been nice if you told me to swap to the fucking dragon. Okay, I guess that's that, and then swap back. Okay, enter build mode. Mana well. And then I also want one over a year.
I could dig stone all day, but I've sure had enough of cutting wood. It's high time to build a sawmill. Power it up with a mana pipeline.
Yeah, you can't sprint while in this mode, unfortunately. That is an oversight. Okay, there we go. Now it's producing mana. You might be able to do a little bit of animation cancelling, it looks like. Because when you move, your animation cancels, so you can maybe do a little bit of an exploit. I just need to find the correct way to do it. And now this way is clear. Okay. Build a sawmill. Resources tab. It's not allowing me to do that. Am I missing something? Oh, over here, okay. So why can't I... Is it because of that? Okay, anyway. And then we need to connect it.
Now, we have to build a stone mine in the quarry and connect it to the pipeline.
You said it could be extended all day.
Work first, play later.
And now we have access to the stone quarry all of a sudden, magically.
Done.
The sun is setting.
Not good. We still haven't prepared for unwanted guests.
Expecting someone?
All the filthiest things in this world like to come out at night.
I can breathe fire, but I'm afraid you won't make it.
We could use some defensive turrets.
Let's hurry up my poor defenseless through.
Bolt crossbow turret. Build defensive walls. Oh yeah, that's one thing that I forgot to mention. This game is also inspired by another game called Riftbreaker, a game which I actually quite enjoy. And that game is a tower defense game. It just so happens to be that I've played actually Zelda and I've played Riftbreaker that this game is inspired by. Okay, so you can't place it next to rocks for some reason, even though it only takes up the center. You can't, like for instance, place it there. So what I would want to do is remove the obstacles. Yeah, if you position yourself correctly, then you can hit 2 resources at once. So, like, where are they gonna come from? That's the question, because always in a tower defense, it's very, very important to know where the enemy is gonna come from. Let's check our menu. Well, we're on an island. What's that? Ferren. Slightly tainted Ferren can be healed. Skill required to heal Ferren. Okay, so I don't see any like portal or anything like that that they will come from. So yeah, I don't know where they will come from. Obviously, we have to defend over here, and then we have to defend over there, and then maybe... I don't think they will attack from this side, because it's obviously a cliff, unless there are, like, flying enemies or something like that, maybe, I don't know. So let's try maybe over here. Yeah, I want to remove these ones over here. I just like dashed or something. So can we put 2 here next to each other or not? Yes, we can. Okay. Gate. Closes manually or automatically. I'm not sure how the gate will actually work. Oh, so you can only make it 2, you can't make it 3. Okay. I guess. Okay, so I'm assuming the enemies won't be able to get through here. Like, I can get through there, but I'm assuming they won't be able to get through there. Yeah, it looks weird. Like, if they can get through here, I will not be happy, because I literally can't close this area here. It doesn't allow me to close the area. Connect the building to the mana pipeline. Oh, okay, so I need to connect fucking everything to the pipeline then. The gate as well. Wow, even the gate needs to be connected. Okay. And the turrets actually consume daily 15 wood and 15 stone. So that's interesting. I don't know if it makes sense. Like, logically, it doesn't really make sense. But anyway. So yeah, we've got this place defended. What's this thing over here? Okay. Just want to check something. Okay, pretty cool. So this place should be defended unless somehow the enemies are gonna come somewhere from here, but I don't know. Stuttering. Yeah, the game stutters a little bit every now and then. What's this? Can we burn it? Nope. It looks like he's dabbing. Dab all day. Okay, so this is a pretty big area to cover. Like, it's not as small as that area over there where we just created the bottleneck. This is a much bigger area. I think this place over here might be the place where the enemies are gonna come from. Possible, because that's the only real place that I can see that looks out of place. Unless the enemies just literally spawn from nothing. Which is also possible.
Artifacts of an ancient hammer.
Hammer with battle marks, you say? So it's a warhammer.
If I find more hammer remains, I can develop a blueprint.
I don't know what these berries do.
Magical technology, we the Escoins did not choose one. We tamed both.
Okay, well I guess they didn't even bother adding voice lines for that voice line. But this is definitely gonna be a evil entrance, whatever you want to call it. The enemy spawn point.
I'm almost certain that this is one of the ancient Escoin ports. These half buildings, half machines, guided airships and served as harbour.
Doesn't look too damaged by the Great Rapture. I think I can get it running. We can use this port to guide our people.
Your people. Look, this Ferin is acting strange. The discolorations on the fur. It's the same color as on the monsters who attacked us.
Maybe it caused something from them. That's too bad. But we don't have time for ferrets.
But maybe we should have some time to see what is going on in these isles. Please, let's take a closer look. Look, this Ferin is acting strange. The discoloration.
Yeah, you already said that.
It's the same color as on the monsters who attacked us.
Here's another spawn point.
That's too bad. But we don't have time for ferrets.
Look, Escoin ruins. They have stood here for thousands of years. Look here. This looks like some Escoin junk.
It's not junk. These are remains of the Escoin technology. I can use them to develop blueprints for new technology and research centers.
We should keep an eye on such ruins. They can contain more of those technology remains.
Yeah, so definitely they're gonna come from there, that cave over there, and then they're gonna come down here. So this is definitely gonna be a place where it should be very well defended. I'm not sure if this is gonna be the only place where enemies are gonna come. It really sucks that you can't stack your towers up. Like, I would like to maybe put another one here or another one here, but they don't allow you to do that. The building mechanic is very restrictive. Really restrictive. If they took their inspiration from a game like Riftbreakers, then I have to say they didn't follow the plan really well, because in Riftbreaker you can build turrets literally next to each other.
We should be safe now. Whatever comes close to this turret will regret it.
And if the turret shoots us?
It won't.
I will keep silent, but remember, it's an anxious kind of silence.
Okay, so yeah, I think from there definitely there's gonna be enemies.
Something
Oh,
really, really bad is going on
yeah,
here.
you see.
I can see that. The monsters are coming out of this nest.
It's not about the monsters. Something much worse. As if all magic in this place.
We have to destroy the nest. Otherwise, the settlers won't stand a chance.
Otherwise, nobody stands a chance.
You fuckers. Holy balls. Fuckers. The game consumes stamina even when you are not in combat, so I don't like that. Like when you're running around, the game consumes stamina. That's one of the issues that Zelda has.
Survive.
And the Clown Council wants to send settlers here.
I'm a bit worried as well.
But oh, who are we to criticize the verdicts of the noble council?
You know well our purpose. These lands can be home to our clanfolk.
We'll get ripped apart by wild beasts.
Not if we clear the island of those abominations. Come on, we have a job to do. What's that?
Darkstone, concentration of dark magic.
Maybe it would be better not to leave it here.
You're right, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, the developers have taken on some of the bad things from Zelda. I'm gonna want to put a roadblock over here. You see, once again here, like you can't even put it here or 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 here, like you can't put it anywhere here. That's bad game design, like really. Obviously they're gonna come out of there. Like you can put the towers here, but you can't put it here, anywhere here. That's irritating. But do we want it down here? Yeah, we can probably put it here. The building in this game is really restrictive. Like, seriously. Like, you can't even put it there just because of that rock. Can't put it here because of this rock. Seriously. What's the point of adding building to the game if you're gonna make it so hilariously restrictive? And then I'm gonna have to build a line all the way over here. My base is over in that direction. Come on, lag. Okay, so that one is, those over there are done. How do you repair? All to repair. I don't think they damaged anything else. They did damage over here. They damaged that. Well, oh, so there were actually dudes over here, maybe. Can't even see them. Hey, I can't build a mine over here, can I? This mine. No, that doesn't work. Okay. So they only work on stone, I'm assuming. And then we obviously also need to build some defenses around here, because there's a spawn point over there, and then there's that spawn point over there. Even though we already took care of that one, I'm not too certain that it's gonna stay taken care of, you know? Right now they want me to build houses. That also has a daily consumption. But we have quite a big amount of daily consumption excess, so it's not... I don't think it will be an issue if we build a couple over here. 2 should be enough, but we can build 3. Yeah, if I close that one in, then I won't be able to repair it. No, I didn't want to do that. How do you destroy stuff? Okay, so that side is taken care of. And then definitely over here we are gonna need one. I don't see any resources in this entire area here, so we can pretty much wall this side off. We shouldn't lose any resources. You obviously want to put the boundaries of your base at your resources. You don't want to exclude any resources from your boundaries. It's the same concept as in Riftbreaker as well. And now I'm out of stone. We have to take care of our bloody defenses first, because as we've seen now, I almost lost the game right there at the bloody beginning, because apparently it's too difficult to just tell the player where the enemies are gonna come from. So we almost lost there, so we have to make sure that shit doesn't happen again. Okay, now our defenses should be good. And then we want to build houses. But the houses cost 30 each. There's also way too much wood in this bloody game. Like, stone is way more of a rare resource than wood is. And I still don't know what berries do. There's another stone one over here. We could, if we were willing to essentially sacrifice this one, we could come build over here. How expensive is it? 30 and 15. Okay, that's actually not very expensive at all. So you will lose 13 wood, 30 wood and 15 stone if this place gets destroyed, but I mean, in the meanwhile you will gain quite a lot of stone. You'll gain 300 stone per day, so that's a pretty fair trade in my opinion. Okay, so we've got another stone production up and running over there. I could place towers here if I really wanted to, but not right now. Right now my focus is on getting the houses built. I'd also be curious to find out if these can respawn. Like, is this thing dead now completely? Or will it actually respawn eventually? Oh, there's fucking stone over there. Come on, lag. A little bit more stone, then we should have enough. It's 4 houses, each one takes 30, so that's 120 at minimum that we need. Dab all the way home. Oh shit, now I need wood. We can also build another one of these, can't we? Or can you only build one per thing? Oh yes, okay. So it looks like you can only build one per thing. You can't build multiple on that thing. On the single resource.
I hope they'll have better lives here. No hunger, no deadly frost, no...
Do you know how many have said this before? Generation after generation.
It's good to finally understand them. Let's go.
Examine a mysterious ancient tower. But that one up there.
I think this Ferin has eaten some berries.
Maybe I was hungry.
Or maybe the berries can serve as medicine. Against what, I wonder?
I don't know why, but the sound is making me laugh. Okay, so I do have a shitload of berries already, so I can just literally...
Ferin has eaten some berries.
Yeah, you already said that.
Maybe I was hungry.
So, do we have to
Berries can serve as medicine.
give the other one
I wonder.
the berries then? Is that what you're insinuating? By the way, does the game have full damage? Yes, it does have full damage. Okay. Where's that other one? It was literally here. Heal the tainted Ferin, but it's not standing here anymore. So, where? By the way, that one over there is showing that it's not powered up. Why? How could I have missed the power up? Yeah, it's not showing up at all. So I guess the Ferin moved or something?
something's not right here. The tower is saturated with dark magic. This crystal is the source of it.
Let's take it off.
Well, there's a enemy place over here. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot of bloody resources, because if you want to build a mine here, mana mine, like that, and then we're gonna need to build towers here to protect against that one over there. So this is gonna take quite some fucking resources. Yeah, I will only be able to build one a year. Can't build anymore. Literally, I can't build anymore. I can build one a year as well. That's all I can do. Unless I build it over here. Yeah, that'll be way more desirable than just building one bloody tower over there. Why can't I build there? Huh? Oh, I'm out of stone. Shows you how observant I am. Also, why has my stone gone down to 80 plus? Meaning 80 per day. That's very little. I have 2 fucking mines running currently. Why is it only 80 plus? Now it's only 45 plus.
All the gearing looks good, but we need a navigational stone for the port to function correctly.
Navigation stone. I read about it.
Right, let's search the crash site. Perhaps the navigation stone is still there, buried among the rubble.
But if we want to find the wheel, we have to look for it near the airship. Dwarves use such stones in their airships, haven't they?
Yes.
Oh, that's why we are going to the crash site.
Okay, so I have to go all the way bloody well back to the beginning. I see there's another way around here that actually would be an issue if they decided to run around here instead of fighting my towers over there.
Crash trail ends here. I don't see navigation stone anywhere. It must have fallen off somewhere else. We must find it.
I have an idea where it might be.
It's literally right here, isn't it? Okay, apparently not. Okay, apparently I have to fly with Ragnar. Explore the small island and look for steering wheel. Before starting discounting with Ragnar, ensure true
Breathtaking.
is placed in a secure
This view is no
location.
comparison to the closed spaces of the Great Dwarven Library.
Ragnar can use their heightened senses to discover interesting places and objectives. Press control for Dragon Sight. They really don't give you enough time to read these bloody... What the fuck is going on over there? Look at this shit. What the holy balls? What bullshit? Look at that, they're just running past. That's absolute bullshit. How can you have a tower defense game where there is no defense? Yeah, I'm screwed. How do you repair? Yeah, they're just gonna run around and fuck everything up. Like, seriously. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, and there's no autosaves. Seriously, there's no autosaves. Okay, and there's no quick save or quick load buttons either, so I'm assuming the game doesn't have quick save or quick load. So you can manually save, you can manually load, but there's no quick save and there's no auto save. Fucking hell. Like... seriously, what bullcrap. I literally saved there by the ship, but that's too late. That's not gonna work. Like, they already would have been attacking my base by then. And why isn't there any notifications or anything like that?
The spores from the fur have disappeared.
Berries are working.
Look at this shit. They've already started attacking.
Try and heal the other animals.
You don't have to. There's also
And they literally just run past. Look at that, they just run past. Now my base is fucked. They're attacking over there. Lovely. And they just keep on coming. Look at that, they just keep on coming. It's never ending. How the holy hell are you supposed to defend against this? Look at that, they just keep coming. No, that's... yeah, no, that's bullshit. Look at that. Yeah, no. I don't know... I don't know what these devs are thinking, but this is unplayable. Like, you can't... There's no way. There's no way. Like, I spent a massive amount of time on building, like a huge amount of time on building. I'm sure you guys were fucking bored with me just building towers all over the place. And so, like, I spent definitely way more time building defenses than the average player would have done. And it still doesn't help. Like, probably 30 enemies are coming from that one direction. How do you defend against that? There's no way to defend against that. So the balancing is definitely way out of whack. Not even a little bit, not just 10% or 20% out of whack. I'm talking about 1,000% out of whack. There's coming 1,000% too many enemies. Especially this early in the game. So that's already a reason not to recommend the game. On top of that, this is supposed to be a tower defense game, but as I've said now already multiple times, multiple instances, it doesn't function like a tower defense game. You cannot build like you can build in a tower defense game. The walls do fucking nothing because the walls don't block enemies. You literally cannot block enemies. Like it's quite literally impossible to block enemies. So over there, I built closed. I built that place as closed as I possibly can, and they just run past. They don't even attack the walls like you would normally expect in a tower defense game them to attack the walls. Nope, they just fucking run past like the walls aren't even there. And since you can't close the walls, you literally cannot stop them from running past, and they don't attack the walls, and you can't close the walls. There's no way to close the gap where they run through. It's literally impossible to close the gap where they run through. You're just fucked. There's 30 enemies and you're just fucked. So yeah, the game needs a massive redesign on what tower defense actually means. I mean, these developers have admitted themselves that they have played Riftbreakers, and that Riftbreaker is a inspiration of the game. Like literally, I can show you on my Steam. Well, once again, the music is going to fall away because that's the way the game is made. Rift. Let me show you here, and then we do this over here. Boom. You can see here, Riftbreakers, I have 40 hours in the game. Literally 40 hours in the game. So I am not a noob when it comes to the game that they are literally talking about. And I can tell you, this game is nothing like Riftbreakers, because Riftbreakers actually has a functional tower defense building mechanic, and this game does not. Like literally, in order to make this game playable, they need to actually play the game themselves. They need to see, like, holy fucking hell, how are there so many enemies coming at us right now? We need to dramatically reduce the amount of enemies that are spawning. I mean, we're 1 hour 30 minutes into the game right now. Right at this stage on day 4, they need to have a look at the game balancing, because no player is going to be able to make it past this day 4. It's impossible with the amount of enemies that are coming. Secondly, they need to fix the building. The building doesn't function correctly. You cannot close you cannot close a gap, so the enemies will always run past. They need to do that. They need to make it so that stamina doesn't drain outside of combat. Yeah, there's honestly, up until now I was okay with the game, you know, it's okay, but honestly this is way inexcusable. I don't know how they can ship a game like this, how they can't realize, like, holy shit boys, we don't have a functioning defense mechanic in the game. Tower defense shouldn't even be on our fucking Steam page, because the game, you can't build a tower defense. You can't defend using towers in this game. So yeah, they need to fix that, and they need to fix the balancing in the game as well before shipping this game. This game is shipping today, as I record this video today, in a couple of hours. They need to fix shit. And like I said at the beginning, I evaluate a game, I evaluate any product on what it costs. And this game costs $25 right now. I don't give two shits about the future. I don't care about the fact that they might fix stuff in the future, or they might add more content in the future, or the fact that they have this massive big road map that they're planning, the content roadmap that they're planning to add. I don't give two shits about that, because these developers have already proven that they have another early access game that is still in early access that they haven't updated in 5 months. So I don't trust these developers, I'm sorry to say. So this game might be good in the future. It might be worth $25 in the future. It might be playable in the future. But right now, it's none of those things, and I can't recommend the game. So that's really it. So I will check the game out in the future. As always with all of my first impression reviews, I pretty consistently review an early access game, and then when the game actually releases, when the release date actually comes, I do another review on the game. So when the game actually fully releases, I do a full release review of the game, not the early access review. And I will do that with this game as well in the future, but right now it's not worth $25, and in fact I would dare to say it's not even playable right now. So yeah, thanks to developers for sending me a code, but I'm sorry, you guys have quite a bit of work to do to sort out the building mechanic and sort out the balancing of the game. It will take them at least a couple of months to sort out the building mechanic probably, and that's not even to speak about the other stuff. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it. As always with all of my reviews, if you want to see more reviews, you can support me on patreon.com/LFP in the instances where I have to buy games myself, which on any given month I spend anywhere from $100 to $300 in a month on games. I would not be able to do that without your support. So your support on patreon.com/LFP is massively appreciated, and it allows me to do more reviews and do more content for you guys. So yeah guys, that's it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, and I didn't even mention the fact that you can't change the resolution of the game, and the fact that the resolution quality seemingly does absolutely nothing in the game. That literally doesn't affect the power draw on the game at all. So they need to fix that as well.